Picture background. All right. This is the Daron Village Apartments Emergency Water Meeting, and we are past started.
Comment, please refrain. Next, we'll have Daron McGee.
My name is Daron McGee. I represent the nonprofit From Me Unto Unity. I'm here today because we have a serious slumlord issue throughout Atlanta. We have tenants who are living in they living in such sick and sad conditions. I mean, it made me want to cry. I went out to Daron Village Apartments. Me and my group From Me Unto Unity went out there to take a census of what the needs were for the people. I was asked by Andrea Boone to bring her a list of the needs for the people. And when I went out, I had been out there 2 months ago, but I went on the outside of the complex. And I seen the conditions they was living in with the big wash rats. I seen trash everywhere. I talked to a few tenants who said the mold was so bad that they couldn't even sit in their apartments for a full day. So I took pictures of it. I sent it to the council members. I sent it to the Fulton County commissioners. I didn't hear anything back. I decided to come down 2 weeks ago. No, it was last Monday. Last Monday I came down. I wanted to talk with Jason Winston's office about the situation that's going on in Forest Cove. A couple of residents say they don't have any housing, say they got to be out by the 15th. The AJC reported the same thing, said 212 families got to be out by the 15th. So, you know, me and my little crew want to go and try to help them, see what we can do. Jason Winston's office, they didn't come out and meet with us. They said they didn't have any staff or something that wasn't in the office or whatever. Andrea Bone's office met with us, and we went back and we talked with her, and she was telling us that she's doing all that she can and to go out and get a list. So we did go out and we talked with the neighbors, but with the residents, but the housing was so bad. I mean, in some place I couldn't even step in because the floors were
Time has expired.
Rotten and from flooding and everything. But we need to do something legally about the conditions, and we need to sue these slumlords.
Thank you.
Okay. That was public announcements from last week's full council meeting, where I talked about the conditions of Daron Village Apartments on Harwell Road, 62 Harwell Road, in District 10, which is Andrea Boone's district, and Keisha Waite's Post 3 large council members district. So today, I spoke today at the public safety meeting, and I met Brother JD, a reporter from the AJC. He's joining us today on the line. Thank you so much, and I'm gonna give him time right now. So, go ahead, Brother JD.
Yeah. Hey there. I appreciate y'all taking the time. My name is JD Capelouto. I'm from Atlanta originally.
Hold on, Brother JD. Everybody need to mute so we can hear you speak. You got the background on. Let Brother JD speak. So you mute everybody mute. Okay, go ahead, Brother JD.
Hey y'all, yeah, thanks for giving me time to speak. My name is JD Capelouto. I cover in-town Atlanta and City Hall for the AJC, and heard the remarks during public comment today, and just wanted to learn a little more for a possible story shining a light on some of these issues. Seems like a pretty serious thing y'all are dealing with, so I'm just here to learn more, and I hope to maybe visit sometime in the next few days to see firsthand myself. So I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll just be listening in.
All right. Thank you so much for taking the time out. We really need your support. We need everyone in the city support. City council, Fulton County commissioners. We all need to pull together, because what the tenants of Daron Village is going through is a representation of what a lot of Atlanta residents are going through in Atlanta housing. So we really need to shed some light on this situation and this issue. We also, let me take this down now so I can see who we have. Okay, we got Sister San, Daron Village resident. Go ahead, Sister San, and say a few words to introduce yourself. So take your time. You're still on mute. You're on mute.
All right, you can hear me?
There you go. All right.
All right, yeah. I've been in Daron Village for 3 years now. It's just been deplorable conditions. Management doesn't do much. They change management very often. It's just, it's tiring. It's just tiring. Our water situation, we have mold, mildew, we have a serious pest control problem, garbage problem. The brothers with Unity helped us get dumpsters and stuff out here because we didn't have any for a long time. And it was just trash bag up, and that causes pest problems. Is now they have, we don't know who the owners are. They're saying a bank runs the property and this and that. We're not sure where they are. They giving us 20 different locations where the people are, but they all of a sudden show up when LaRon and the crew putting a little fire up on them. DeJuan Robinson, I see you in here. That's my friend, Frenchlin's son, Frenchlin's cousin. I appreciate you coming on through. But listen, it is so serious out here. And like I was just telling, I was talking to the brother LaRon the other day, and it's just getting so crazy. It's hot now, y'all. So you know it's finna get real crazy. When, I don't know what it is. When it heat up, people get crazy.
True.
So I just want to see this through with you guys.
And with the same here, we have the same feelings on it. We wish 100%. It's a process, step by step. But we're gonna keep moving, keep pushing. And like I said, what you all are going to do for all of the tenants, all the residents that are dealing with dilapidated housing and slumlords. So we want to get to the bottom of this. You talk about the owners. We are in the process of locating the owners. We have a great guy, Brother Terrence Smith. He's good with that investigation type thing, and he's been on it. He actually called me today, saying he's making some leeway. So hopefully we'll have the owners and who are the owners of the property, and we hold them responsible. Before we go to the court system, we'll have their names. Also, I would like to hold on. We have somebody else that wants to chime in. Hold on, Brother Davenport.
You say mute myself?
Mute yourself. Okay, so let me bring up this list. It's a list that we just composed Sunday. Hold on a minute. All right, this is a list that we submitted to the City Council, Fulton County Commissioners, Mayor Dickens, and Nakima Williams, 5th Congressional District Council member, which is the council member over our district, which is the 5th Congressional District. We submitted this list. These are some of the immediate needs for the tenants and our Atlanta residents of Daron Village. This is some of the things that they need and they need of something. And that's what I said today when I spoke today, that we know that we're in a serious housing crisis. We understand that. We understand this is not just an Atlanta issue. It's going on all over America. But to deal with slumlords and to have tenants paying $975 to be in dilapidated housing and have sewage in their water, let's at least have a healthy place to live. Clean air, clean water. So this is the reason why it's so serious that we do this food drive, because the tenants of Daron Village are still bathing in sewage water and still cooking with this water. They stop drinking it, but they're bathing in it and they're cooking in it, and it's just harmful as drinking it. You know, because it's in their pores, it's lowering their immune system, it's keeping them open to all kind of illness and sicknesses. So So that's why this is so important. And this is the list that we submitted, that we came up with Sunday from ministers who came to this list Sunday. And I have it posted on social media, Instagram, Facebook. This meeting right here is the organization of the water drive. So out of this meeting, we're looking to find out donation spots, drop spots. If you can go straight to the tenants, you know, we'll see if Sister Sam has any kind of ideas to where we drop this water off there. So let me take this down and get back to Sister Sam. Let me start off with that. What do you think? What do you think would be the best for us to do to get the water to you all as we receive it from donations?
We are right across the street from the CT Martin building. We're right here. So
that should be one of the points.
I think that would be perfect.
That'll be perfect. That is a great idea. So we'll get with tell her that's what we need. CT Martin Recreation Center to be the drop point, and that way the tenants can go up as needed to go get as much water as they need.
We can walk right across. It's not even 5 minutes. It's a couple steps away from us.
That's perfect. That is perfect. That's what we'll do. That's what I'm glad that you came. You came right on time with it. Brother Daron Robinson, are you still with us?
Yes, sir. I'm still here.
That's a great idea, right?
I think that's a perfect idea. Like she
Perfect
said.
idea. Perfect idea. Okay, so we'll get on that tomorrow. Yeah, we'll get on that. And Brother Drummer was at the meeting tonight. Donna Jumper, with Chief of Staff Andrea Boone. So yeah, we'll get on that. We'll get on that in the morning. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. Brother JD, do you have any questions or anything that you want to ask Sister Sam?
Yeah, one of the questions I had was actually about the owner, if you knew who the owner was, and what, if you've been in contact with them, but it sounds like that's been one of the issues here.
That is definitely one of the issues. We're trying to find out who the actual owners are. I've been in the rent office. I've been told 2 different things. They're located in London. They're located in Canada. But it's so funny that the day that I met Brother Laurent, couple days later, we had 20 people in our complex that show up that they need to do a walkthrough and they need to see what's going on, and it was just so ironic to us. Like, okay,
let's explain that. Let's explain that to Brother JD. So what happened was, Brother Daron Robinson had donated some buses for us to take the Daron Village tenants down to City Hall for a council meeting. That's the meeting that you seen when I played the short snippet of the video where I spoke in public speaking. They were supposed to be in attendance that day. What happened was, we get to the property, all of these people are there, and they're saying they are the owners. One lady from the lease office said owner that they were trying to purchase the property, which we knew better than that. And they said that none of the tenants could leave. They didn't give them any kind of written notice, 72 hours in advance, 24 hours in advance. They just popped up that morning and they told us we had to leave the premises because we was on private property. So they wouldn't let us, take the tenants to City Hall so they can, speak their story and let the demands be heard of what's going on with them personally. So I had to go and speak on their behalf. But that's why they had the owners that so fast. And I was told by Andrea Boone that they were in Canada. And Sister Sam said she was told that they were in London. So that's why right now we're trying to, our job now is to locate the owners. And we want to take them to court and file the slumlord lawsuits against them.
Exactly. So they had gotten word that the tenants were going down. They somehow, we don't know, somehow they had gotten word that there were a few tenants that had gotten together and agreed, do you know what? We need to make this known what we're going through. And they're sending out buses to take these tenants down there. So all of a sudden these people show up. I'm kid you not. No racism here, nothing. 20 white people showed up. We need to come in your house. We need to come in your house.
What did they do? They measured the windows. They measured the windows. That's the only thing
They
they really.
measured the windows. They didn't ask any questions. So I asked questions. I'm like, are you looking at the conditions? Do you see this mold? Do you see what we're living in? Do you see the floors are buckling? I had to purchase my own refrigerator for Thanksgiving because you guys' refrigerator went out over a year ago. I set it outside and told you to come pick it up. My stove, one eye works and the oven works. I need a stove. Haven't got that yet. So, we just recently got maintenance people that are coming to do some things, which they'll come and do a couple things, caulk the tub, sorry, and they fix some electrical things in my apartment, but I'm still telling you, I'm breathing in this mold and mildew. Nobody else has been back since. I haven't seen anyone. They came in one day. Seen nobody else.
Got it. And what about the water? That's something that is especially
okay. So in my building, my building is the I building. We have had a severe plumbing problem for well over a year. This whole building, I don't think it's but maybe about 4 or 5 apartments occupied, if that many. I'm on the end, so I don't see a lot of people. It was a lady lived next door to me, and then someone lived next door to them, and then maybe someone a couple doors down. So that was like I said, maybe 4 or 5. Whenever the toilets back up at every apartment. You smell the sewage. It backs completely up. It's flooding the floors. It's everywhere. And it's terrible. We had a point where they was cutting off our water every day. Like for 5-6 hours, we can't use the bathroom. So it's shit and piss in the toilet for 4 or 5 hours. You can't flush the toilet. And this is so unsanitary and so sickening. And then water was running everywhere for a long time. So they were paying someone to do that. And then they stopped paying the people. So they left the plumbing problem. And we're like, okay, what are we supposed to do? I got out here and called the rent office lady. I know she get off at 5. I called, beat on her door. I was like, look, you got to get somebody out here. I have 2 grandkids, me, heart problem, health problems, not to mention the people, everybody in this building. Y'all gonna have to come and turn this water on. The water was off. So what were we supposed to do for the whole entire night? They said they have plumbing problems. This is the only excuse to get. This building has plumbing problems. So what we supposed to do? All I could do was buy cases and cases of water, cases and cases and cases of jugs and jugs of water.
Was the water coming out of your faucet? Not
it's
sanitary?
Not in my apartment, but the neighbor that's a couple doors down, she said it smells like sewage in her house. When we were having the problems with it was coming up through the toilet and stuff, yes, you could smell. It had a terrible sewage odor, just bad. And the next door neighbor, they've moved, or they're working with the maintenance or something now, so they moved them across the way, but it's still people in this house next door. I don't know if they just gave them an apartment and half of them stay here and half of them went across the street. They still in this apartment next door. whenever something happens downstairs in their house, it comes over into my house.
So, Brother J, along with the faucets and the sewage coming to through the faucets, when I went out and me and the Yes Unity, another property, when we went out to get the list and to see what conditions the people were living in, the tenants, majority of them told us, if not, I don't just saying, I don't believe you said, but the rest of the tenants said that they have sewage coming through their faucet. So if it's in one that minute, it's actually, I don't know. We want to go get it water tested. That's what our plan was last Thursday.
We're still waiting on to do that.
So we plan on doing that this week. It's a busy week. We got held up last week, but this week we're planning on going to get the water tested. That the University of Georgia tests the water for you. They have a place on Washington Road where they'll test your water, and so we're going to get a sample and take the water over there to get the water tested. But if it's in one unit, if it's in an area, it's going on in every unit. So we will have that test sample. Take 3 weeks that sample to come back.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So you good with the question, Brother JD?
I think good for now. Ms. Stan, I might give you a call sometime tomorrow or maybe the next day just to talk in a little more detail. But I definitely want to learn more. And this was helpful. My only other question was going to be what would be, if there's a good time this week, it would be Wednesday or Thursday that y'all will be out there maybe distributing water that I could come visit as well.
Listen. Tomorrow I'll be busy. Election day. Wednesday I'm volunteering at Hosea Helps, and I have I have a job. I have 2 jobs. I want to say Thursday. Let's set it for Thursday.
Sounds good.
Thursday seems like a great day. We can go out now. Like I said, they had kicked us from ES Unity off the property. Says private property, but we can go visit. If we're going to visit Sister Sand, it's okay. So we'll schedule like we're going to visit Sister Sand, and then whoever you need to talk to, what you need to do, you can conduct whatever you need to do with the tenants, and we'll call the other tenants and make them aware that you are on the property.
Yep, that'd be great. Thank you.
That'd be fine. That'll be good. Sister Sand's birthday is tomorrow. She will be 45.
Blessings.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, blessings. Hey, Sister Sand, you gave us a gift. You really solved a big problem for us. We were trying to figure out what we were going to donate the water to. Drop the water off at. I have the water dropped off at. So
I was thinking when you called me earlier, I just started thinking about it. I was like, we right here. Yeah, that's most definitely
great idea. We will start working on that in the morning. We'll make that happen. Man, that's a blessing. That's a blessing that came through. Brother Davenport, go ahead if you have something to say. We thank you so much too. He went to Walmart today and he gave us linked us up with Walmart on ML King, and they have pledged to donate water.
Oh, awesome.
So we thank Brother Davenport.
As a matter of fact, Sharice, one of the managers, they are physically coming out there tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So we need to link them up
he and his brother are going to come out there tomorrow. And actually, the other thing that I was thinking about was going ahead and linking the business community, and that's why I went to talk to Quincy Springs, but I got to text him tomorrow. One of the things I was thinking about, since we're having so much problems getting some responses, it may be necessary to go sit in at the mayor's office.
Okay.
To get some attention and do not leave. That may be our next best option, because other than going to the media, that might be the better thing to do. Go to the mayor's office, sit in, let him know, take your pictures and take all of your pictures. And sister, you were talking about
what about a press conference outside of City Hall also?
Well, yes, we can do that. But one of the things about it, though, of course, the press conferences are tricky, and it all depends on who calling them and for what reason. But we could try that.
Okay.
So doing that, is that, like I say, take all the pictures you can. Sister, you were mentioning about the mold and mildew. And you've been there 3 years, you say?
Yes, I have. I've been here
Okay.
3 years.
Okay, now let me warn you. I lived in my mama's basement for 6 years, mold and mildew. I had no idea what I looked like because looking in the mirror every day, I cannot see the gradual changes.
Well, hold on a minute. Hold on, Brother Davenport. I have to stop you right there because I don't think you watched the last live stream. This is a sister who has, since she's been there, due to her unhealthy condition, has had cancer,
Right.
breathing problems, 32 seizures since last August, all due to her living condition. So she is fully aware of the unhealthy side effects that come along with the mold.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, great. So I just
And I'm
wanted you to
so
want to
glad
point
I
that.
don't look like what I've been through. I don't look nothing like what I've been through. But baby, when I tell you, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I mean, I had so many spots on my face. People looked at me like I was a clown, and I had no idea until I saw a dermatologist.
Man, it's something else. We got to get on top of that. You know personally that we have to get on top of that. Now, we're not going to hold this meeting very long. We all have things to do in the morning. We want to just get straight to the point. This is emergency water meeting. We have everything we need.
Let me ask you this. What time are you planning to meet and gather in the morning?
And I have other business in the morning. I won't be on to the water in the morning. I have other business to handle in the morning. So I'll be up. But I will be back on this on Wednesday. I'm going out to Hosea Helps, and I'm going to ask them to join in with the food drive. I mean, with the water drive to come in. And it's not just water that we're looking for. That's the main thing right now. So we're also coming in with the other things on our list. Let me pull this list back up because we will be bringing in peace lily plants. And peace lily plants eats mold and it filters the air in your home.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's one thing we have. And tea tree oil and water, you can wipe down the walls. Let's say if you can't get your sheetrock, if you can't get it replaced, you can't wipe down the beams, you can use just tea tree oil and water, and it would use it would come as like a force field for new mold not to come in and not to the bacteria not to come off the walls into your air. So those are the things that we are looking for also. That
also, you know, as I mentioned to you, each Walmart store has a $2,500 grant available per month, and they can extend $250 to each customer per month should them funds not run out. So, and as I
we'll talk about that offline. We'll talk about that offline. Offline, man, we'll discuss that.
Okay.
And we'll get on that, and we'll make it a day. Even Brother Lemia, he couldn't join the live stream, but he says that he wants to volunteer to drive around and go to different locations like Home Depot, Walmart, whatever's needed to use the 501c3 and to get the donation needed for the tenants of Daron Village. So he's already dedicated himself to do that.
Yeah, I can appreciate that, but from my standpoint of view, we shouldn't have to actually. That's a good thing, but Home Depot, Walmart, all of them owed it to the consumers to put back in a crisis situation. That's saying. Why, you know,
he volunteered to take us there,
right?
To actually take us there in person, so we can, you know, ask them in person and to give them our credentials.
Okay.
So we're gonna wrap this meeting up. Thank everyone for chiming in. Thank everyone for your support. It's all about us helping us. We are Atlanta residents. We look out for each other. We are one big neighborhood, one big community. We're getting our village back. And thank you again, Brother JD. Thank you so much for taking the time out tonight.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying to turn my camera back on. It's not letting me, but I'm waving.
It's all right. It's all right. We done seen enough. We done seen enough. All right. All right. You all have a great night. We're gonna wrap it up.
Thank you guys for keeping us informed and updated. I'm gonna spread the word with Sister Sheila and a couple other ones that we've been talking to. I'm gonna make sure I keep that word spread it out here. Like I told you, regardless of what they try to do to me, I am unbought and unbossed, and I'm there.
Williams. That's
That's
right.
right. You heard
You
what he
ever heard of,
said.
have you heard of Jose Williams, or you don't look like you old enough to know that man.
What I tell
Man.
you,
I'm sorry that
I
flesh
might
don't
not
start
look
last
what
time.
I've been through. I ain't don't look like what I've been through, but I'm an old soul. I've been there.
You gotta watch out for Brother Davenport now. You don't know him yet. You get to know him.
No, cause you
You all have a great night. And
Hey,
thank you.
All right.
give me a call shortly, Lee, so we can wrap up. For what I got to do tomorrow. Okay.
All right, I do that. Y'all
All right. Nice chiming in with you all, everybody. We're gonna get this taken care of.
That's
Good
right.
night, guys. Y'all have a
Y'all have
good
a good one.
night.
All right.
See you soon.
Comment, please refrain. Next, we'll have LaRon McGee.
I'm doing good.
My name is Daron McGee. I represent the nonprofit From Me Unto Unity. I'm here today because we have a serious slumlord issue throughout Atlanta. We have tenants who are living in they living in such sick and sad conditions. I mean, it made me want to cry. I went out to Daron Village Apartments. Me and my group From Me Unto Unity went out there to take a census of what the needs were for the people. I was asked by Andrea Boone to bring her a list of the needs for the people. And when I went out, I had been out there 2 months ago, but I went on the outside of the complex. And I seen the conditions they were living in with the big wash rats. I seen trash everywhere. I talked to a few tenants who said the mold was so bad that they couldn't even sit in their apartments for a full day. So I took pictures of it. I sent it to the council members. I sent it to the Fulton County commissioners. I didn't hear anything back. I decided to come down 2 weeks ago. No, it was last Monday. Last Monday I came down. I wanted to talk with Jason Winston's office about the situation that's going on in Forest Cove. A couple of residents say they don't have any housing, say they got to be out by the 15th. The AJC reported the same thing, said 212 families got to be out by the 15th. So, me and my little crew want to go and try to help them, see what we can do. Jason Winston's office, they didn't come out and meet with us. They said they didn't have any staff or something that wasn't in the office or whatever. Andrea Bone's office met with us, and we went back and we talked with her, and she was telling us that she's doing all that she can and to go out and get a list. So we did go out and we talked with the neighbors, but with the residents, but the housing was so bad. I mean, in some place I couldn't even step in because the floors were
Time has expired.
rotten and from flooding and everything. But we need to do something legally about the conditions, and we need to sue these slumlords.
Thank you.